So I started the day with going to the office and asking the guys what they were needing done. And one of the things they said they needed done was to contact Heiko about using his property to hold gravel. So I wanted to help Heiko with the concrete work that he was needing done, and I was going to try and mix the mud for him. So I figured I'd just go ahead and go on up there myself and talk to him about it and try and mix the mud for him. And so I went up the mountain and I did not find him. He was not there. So I came back down, and when I got back to camp, I asked them what they needed done, and they told me that they had some culvert that they needed delivered. So I got two giant, I think it was probably 18. I mean, it's not giant. There's way bigger out here. I've seen 6 foot. Uh, but anyways, 18-inch culvert, two 18-inch culverts that were pretty hefty. I loaded them in the back of my truck by myself. They gave me an address up on the mountain. I went there, loaded them up, and then took them and dropped them off somewhere else. And part of that adventure too, they were wanting to scour and find more places to dump gravel periodically up the mountain. They're wanting to gravel the mountain road because it's all been washed away and then filled in with fill dirt. So anytime that it rains, it just turns into a muddy mess, in which case it's on a mountain, so it's kind of sketchy because you don't want to like slide off the edge of the mountain. So all the people up on the mountain that have homes up there, they would greatly appreciate the road being graveled. So I understand that's a necessity. There is a bridge that is a 22-ton bridge, so you can't get anything heavier than 22 tons past it. The bridge has kind of been a little bit compromised. I took pictures of it before, but a 17 ton or an 18 and a half ton propane truck drove across the bridge today, so I give that guy props. He's pretty brave. That's pushing the limits, especially on a bridge that's yeah. Anyways, so the dump trucks full of gravel are heavier than the propane truck would have been, so they can't go across that bridge. So it's determined that it's just going to have to be brought up in things like dump trailers and stuff like that. And the mountain is so windy with so many cutbacks, there's really no spot to put it. So it's just a matter of sourcing spots to put it, and I figured out a couple spots I think that it would work, and I talked to the people there and let them know which spots I thought would be the most efficient, kind of from a truck driver's perspective and stuff like that. And there were no dump trailers available, where I was hoping I might be able to snag a dump trailer and start running loads of gravel. But once again, it's just people helping people out here. It's just a controlled chaos. So people bring stuff, and sometimes they'll let other people use it. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes it's just it's a little bit of everything. While I was scouring on my journey, I did make one more stop by Heiko's just to see if I could maybe help him with concrete, and unfortunately, he wasn't there. So after that, I came back down to camp and just tried seeing what they had going on. They didn't really have much. There was a gentleman needing a generator, so I loaded it up and got it all ready to go and take out to his property, but I ended up not needing to do that either. The electricians were heading out there to wire it directly into the panel, so they were able to take the generator out there to him. So after that, I just went over to the gas station and was just talking with the gentleman there, and I just put hands on work and just went to work, just filling up all the gas cans I seen it needed to be done. So these gas cans are for the generators out in the community. A lot of the community doesn't have power still, but fortunately, some of it has. Just recently, the power company has come through and started to light people's houses up, which is awesome. because these people have been living out here without power for quite a long time. It's been well over a month. It's been about 5 weeks now that they haven't had any power whatsoever and just been living completely on generators and completely on the gas that we're providing for them every day. So it's an important resource that all these people in the mountains up here depend on. I've filled up all the big cans and then the little cans and then the kerosene. You had to pump the kerosene by hand, so it was a little bit longer process. And then I went over to the diesel, and of course people were coming in and out. So I'd say I filled about 70 gas cans while I was there. And, it doesn't really sound like too much, but the time it takes to unscrew the lid, fill up the gas can, screw the lid back on, and just do all that, I know it doesn't sound like much, but it is just time consuming, and it took me hours to do that. It was a multiple hour long thing. So after that, it was about getting dark. I went home, or went back to the camper, and ate dinner real quick, and then I went and checked on my tools at a different job and tried to gather my tools that I'd left out there for people to borrow. And I unfortunately did not get them all, so I will try and head back out there tomorrow and see if I can scavenger and find the rest. And from there, I spent a little bit of time this evening helping out on the website. I'm wanting to create a website to directly link volunteers and people wanting to help donate time or goods, and those that need the help and those that need the goods. There's a lot of people out here in the mountains that are needing help, but it's hard to try and organize and make it all happen. So it's a bit chaotic, and it's hard to just make everything run efficiently. So my thought is that the more people that put their hands on, if they can make their time more efficient, they'll get twice as much done, and in turn help twice as many people. So I feel that this website is very important in trying to help out as many people as possible. So I put a little bit of time in it, and Daniel's buddy Ethan is just doing a wonderful job trying to help me and make it happen. He's pretty much in his hands because I don't ever have time, and I really suck with computers. He's working on it and making it happen on his own and taking the initiative, and I can't thank him enough. So yeah, that's basically what we've been working on and what we've been doing. So it's a process, but yeah, that was my day for the day. It's a little bit of everything. But thanks everybody for keeping up and following along. I really appreciate you guys.